What's the most amount of money you've made in a day as a lawyer?
For me, it was about 200,000.
And how'd you do that?
It was actually a big case that we had. It was a young girl. She was sitting in the back of an Uber. They got rear-ended. We took care of the case. She got some pretty significant treatment with some surgeries in there. And so we were able to file suit like we had to. In personal injury cases, the real value comes from what we call pain and suffering, right? So especially, if you're someone who's young and involved in a car accident to the point where it requires you to have a big neck surgery, those cases do real well in the personal injury world. And that's sadly what happened here. And so we were able to get some pretty good results for her.
So why does pain and suffering equate to so much money on the back end of a case?
It's because it's really harmed your beneficial of life, right? The life that you lead before this accident, you had no pain and no need for a significant surgery. And only because of someone else's negligence and crashing into, not paying attention, you're now suffering for probably the rest of your life. And you're not going to lead that same quality of life that you would have had this accident not happened.
So basically, the longer that you have to deal with pain and suffering equates to way more money in your bank account.
I'd say that's a pretty basic way of explaining it, but it kind of gets the gist across there. Yeah. I'd explain it pretty similarly to that. So the more long-term pain and the more treatment that you need now and in the future, the more value your case is going to have.